All right, we are here for another round of tasting notes.
And what have you got for us today, Mr. B?
Well, today we have, we're going to start off with a fairly new brewery. They're the Rusty Rail Brewing Company. They are located in Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania, which I looked up is kind of like east, like it's slightly east of central Pennsylvania. Like literally, like if you were gonna, make a crosshairs on Pennsylvania, it's like just slightly shy of the exact midpoint, based on the map that I looked at. So I apologize to anybody in Pennsylvania who's like, oh no, we're not, we're not. That's not where we're.
It's so
but
weird
anyway,
because there's like Pittsburgh and there's
Philadelphia,
and
right?
There's not a lot in between. There's State
Right.
College.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So there's, so I'm not a, and it was weird because like when I read the name Rusty Rail, I was like, I bet they're in Pennsylvania, and they were.
That's
Like
it's
a little
cool name, I
Pennsylvania,
like it.
right? I was gonna say, I guess Pennsylvania Railroad, but I had never heard of them before, and literally the only reason I picked them up was because they are the name of the beer is Fool's Gold Peanut Butter. How do you say it? Hefeweizen.
Hefeweizen,
Hefeweizen.
which means
Are you 100% sure on that pronunciation?
I'm pretty sure. I
Okay.
took 3 as German. Hef, I think, means hops, and
Okay.
Weizen means white. And
Okay.
so that means like
That makes sense.
yeah. So I think that's like a traditional like wheat beer. Normally
Okay.
they're like unfiltered.
Right. So I'm really excited. Have you ever had peanut butter beer before?
I've never had peanut butter beer before.
I have had peanut butter beer before, and I enjoyed it. So this is why I picked this one up, and I was like, hey, let's give this
It's
a
funny
shot.
because we've tried some different like flavored beers, and it's been interesting. Like the banana bread beer wasn't
Wasn't a
super
huge
banana.
fan. But then what was the one we tried that had like hints of banana in it?
Yeah, that was the Flying Fish Route 4, Exit 4 or something.
Yes. Okay.
And that-
yes.
And that
wasn't-
did really like it said the tasting notes. It said it had
Right.
banana, and like it really did.
Yeah.
That was
So
good.
I can smell this already. That it's very peanut buttery.
Bloody hell. I've never been a huge fan of like
Of peanut butter. Well, I'm glad that we're drinking in beer form.
I would say this is more like peanut.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's got a nice color to it.
Well, as a Hefeweizen, it's unfiltered, so it's
Right.
cloudy, which is typical.
Yep.
And it's got like a not huge, but quite a persistent head.
Right. I like this.
I like it. It's very light.
It is light. It's a much stronger peanut butter beer, peanut butter taste than I've had in other peanut butter beers. Not that I'm like, I think I've had like 2 others, but
Yeah,
it
it's fine.
is. It's good. I like it.
And it's funny. It's got like 3 distinct stages. You drink it, and it's like a crisp
Yeah.
Hefeweizen hot
Right.
summer day beer. Then it's like boom, there's your peanut butter,
Right.
and then just as soon it like disappears.
Mm-hmm.
And
Have you ever had the Reese's cereal?
No,
Reese's-
that's interesting though, because Reese makes peanut butter cups and stuff like
They
that.
do. There's a cereal, and this tastes very similar to what the cereal tastes like. But it's interesting because I don't really taste chocolate. I just taste the peanut butter. So I guess it's
I'll tell you what, at the
Yeah.
end, the 3rd stage is
Yeah.
very like sweet, which is almost like
Right.
cereal with
I would
the
agree with that,
yeah.
I'm kind of curious to know what else they got in terms of Rusty Rail, because like I said, I haven't had, I think like of all the beers that we've tried, I'd say like 75% of them I've had another beer from that brewery,
Yeah.
or I just didn't like the beer enough to be like, oh, I wonder what else they have like, but I mean they're fairly, they started brewing in 2013, I believe, is what I read. And they said their goal was to kind of branch out according to their website, their goal was to branch out in 2017, kind of branch out all over Pennsylvania, which makes sense because they're pretty centrally located, so it wouldn't make sense to hit up the rest, any other states. But then they wanted to hit up they said the rest of the tri-state area, so I guess they mean New York and New Jersey. And we are obviously in New Jersey,
Yeah.
and I found them at wasn't like I was looking for them. I just happened to be in.
And that's
in
interesting
the
because
local.
New Jersey has like a very, very strict distribution
Right.
system, so it's not easy to get new things. I like this a lot. And like after a hot day, it wouldn't
Yeah.
be like my first choice, but if I had a pint of this after working in the garden all day, I'd feel great.
I feel like this would be a really good beer to have after dinner with like a dessert, like a very decadent chocolate dessert.
I can see that.
I think just peanut butter and chocolate are paired
Yeah.
together normally, but I think that the beer is like sweeter, and I don't think the sweet really balances out most other foods as an adult.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I
don't
think
know how
no,
you
I could
feel
just
about
imagine like something crumbly and chocolatey.
Yeah, right.
I would say that the ending comes. What strength? It strikes me that this is deceptively strong. Like I don't know
What is
what's
the?
it.
What's the?
Because I imagine this is like probably 7% or something like that.
8%.
8%.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily taste like it, but I think the strength of the flavors and like that final thing
Right.
comes from.
Yeah.
So a couple of pints of these will put you on your
Well,
ass. So yeah,
good job.
I like the idea.
Yeah. Good job, Rusty Rail. Maybe we'll try and visit you guys. If you haven't checked out, we want to do more brewery tours. So if we always tweet out to the breweries right after we publish our videos. So if you ever see one of our videos and you're like, hey, I would love to have you guys come down and talk more about our beer, hit us up.
Because it would be interesting to find out like what
I would love to
inspired
talk to
somebody
them.
say,
Yeah.
We wanted to do peanut butter.
Right.
That's good. I like that one. That was a really
Yeah,
good find.
It
so.
was. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Right. We will catch up with you next time.
Yep. Till next time. And don't forget, we're going to be re-releasing our. We're going to be starting to release new episodes of the sitcom coming probably the first week in June. So we're kind of hitting a moratorium on filming for a bit. But do check out the rest of our beer videos and check out the rest of our show. Till next time. Cheers.
Okay. That was a good beer.
That was a really good beer.
Yeah.